Hey guys, welcome back to another gold making video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you an older farm that is currently really good at the moment to do. It's always been pretty good, but it's getting a lot better now because not many people are farming the old content, but people are still buying. So the supply and demand is up there, making the price a lot higher. So the one thing you're going to need for this farm is the potion of treasure finding. This is going to give you tiny treasure chests, which will give you a whole heap of random materials that sell really good on the region-wide auction house. And so the item that we're going to be farming is volatile water. Now where this farm is located is in Twilight Highlands and is located up and down here. So where the streams start breaking up, there will be these mobs right here. And now you can do this solo, or you can do this in a group. You can do it in a 2x4 or just a 5-man group. Obviously if you do it with more people, it's going to make you more gold per hour. However, when you're doing this solo, you can still make a whole heap of gold actually doing this farm. There's just so many of them. So what I like to do in a group or in solo is basically kill them for about 2 minutes, then fly around and loot everything up. So the macro that I recommend using to actually do this is this right here. So /clear target /target muddied, that is their first part of their name. They're called muddied water elemental, and /cast moonfire. So you can basically run around spamming this macro and it will automatically do a moonfire on these guys. The talents that I recommend doing this are being in feral because it's a bit quicker, having this right here, this one, dash, stampeding raw and improve stampeding raw, and also lunar inspiration. So lunar inspiration will allow you to use moonfire while still in cat form, and then all these other ones are basically just movement increasing abilities. So you also want to have your speed set on, and then you also want to be using charge while of or accuracy, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And then you also want to be using your fried bonefish. So fried bonefish will give you a movement increase for 6 seconds after killing any mob. So you'll constantly have that buff up when you're doing this farm. So you want to be in cat form, and you simply just want to cruise around here, spamming the macro, and what it's going to do is automatically kill them. And so what I like to do is do this for about 2 minutes. Just make sure you kill them all, and they start respawning super fast. And then I like to fly around and then loot everything up. So we'll do that right now. We'll just keep running around, spamming the macro, killing all the mobs, and then what we do after is simply go into our travel form and fly around and loot up all the mobs. This is a lot more efficient. Even when you're doing it with a group, that's what you do. You set a timer for the whole group to see for 2 minutes, and so every 2 minutes everyone will start looting, and then they'll kill for 2 minutes and they'll start looting. So as you can see, the mobs are already respawning. So when you're doing it solo, you can just keep running back and forth around this first starter spot. This way you don't spread out all your loot all along there, because they do spawn all the way up the top of the river also. But as you can see, they're spawning right away. It doesn't take long whatsoever. They've got a really good spawn rate, these guys. So just for the video's sake, we will just do a couple more kills and I'll fly around and I'll show you basically how to loot them up and what you're going to get. So you're going to get your volatile water from here, and then also the tiny treasure chests do make a lot of gold. Now you can actually get some transmog pieces from the tiny treasure chests, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, we got a whole heap of volatile water. Let's just have a look. The current price of these is about 15 to 20 gold each, depending what the auction house is looking like. It can go up and down. It depends if people buy them out or reset the market, things like that. So basically we're just going to fly around, loot everything up. So as you can see, we got a tiny treasure chest. Now when you use this, you can get a whole heap of different things from this, mainly materials, some raw gold, and a chance at some transmogs. So we actually got volatile water out of that one, but you can get a whole heap of different items when it comes to them tiny treasure chests. So they do make a lot of the gold when you're doing this farm from the tiny treasure chest. I say you'd probably make more from the volatile water, but the tiny treasure chest just add to the gold farming. You make a little bit more by actually having the potion of treasure finding, and it only costs 100 gold for the potion, so it's a no-brainer to actually be using it. You're gonna make that back super fast. So basically this is how you do the farm solo. If you had a group, a 5-man group, you'd have one set up down here, one set up, so one on that corner, one over here, one in the middle, and then one here and one up there. So that would be, so you spread out and you get all the mobs, and then every 2 minutes you'd fly around the whole spot, loot everything up, and then you would simply rinse and repeat that process. However, you can do the solo or just with a couple mates. It is completely up to you. It's still really good gold either way. If you'd like to learn more about making gold in World of Warcraft, you can check out my gold making guide. It has over like 100 different ways to make gold in World of Warcraft, like anywhere from professions to farming to secret little techniques and methods on how to make some gold. I just got a whole heap of things and information inside of it, and so that would be the first link down below in the description box if you want to go ahead and check that out. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a lot more gold making videos coming every single day. Till the next one, guys, take care.